Their patent sucks, so why don't you invalidate it? My name is Steve Hansen. I've been a practicing patent attorney for over 25 years. Not only do I write patents, but I tear apart other people's patents in litigation. If you like this content, please like, follow, and share. This will be the first of a multi-part video series on invalidating patents owned by somebody else. I hear people come to me who are threatened with a patent or are aware that they may have an infringement problem, and they are exceedingly optimistic about the prospects of their invalidating that patent because they think they know the industry, and they think that they know that these features that are in the patent are known in the art, and therefore they don't think that it's much of a threat. Almost uniformly, they underestimate the threat because they don't apply the correct legal standards, one, in their analysis, and second, they do not take into account the process involved in invalidation and its many imperfections. So what I want to do in this series of videos is go through the key methods for invalidating an issued patent and just sort of let you know what their pros and cons are. The first will be ex parte re-examination. The second two will be two patent office proceedings that are similar but not the same. One's called post-grant review and one's called an inter-parties review. And finally, we'll talk about federal district court litigation where you can invalidate patents. Look, here's the thing. With all these different procedures exist, but they don't all let you rely on the same forms of evidence. In the law, the more process you want, the more rights you want to be able to vindicate, or the more forms of evidence you want to rely on, the more money things cost. And so, when it comes to invalidating patents, there's sort of a spectrum of processes available to you, which provide you with greater or lesser cards to play, so to speak, when you're invalidating a patent. And you really have to keep not only those processes in mind, but their expense when you're doing this, and you have a threat from a patent. I mean, one of the huge problems I see is that people do not apply the correct legal standards when they're considering whether a patent claim is valid, including because you have to go claim by claim to do this. But what I want to focus on in this series of videos is the fact that while these processes exist, they vary differently in terms of the challengers' level of involvement and the types of evidence that can be relied upon to invalidate the patent. I hope that helps you keep out of trouble, and I hope to see you here soon.